everyone. Can you all hear me? Cool. Thanks. So how many people have seen the new project? Yay, most of you. For those of you who haven't, you're in for a treat. For those of you who have, hopefully it's still cool. One other important question, who started drinking in the crowd? Okay, yeah, couple. This will probably be more enjoyable for those who have. So this presentation is on the new Microsoft project and how it is built for teams. And I'm Heather Heidi, and I'm one of the program managers who is on the engineering team. So Microsoft's vision around work management is basically that teams can work the way they want, but executives get the results they need. So basically a little bit of both. So your team can work how they want. They can use the tools, they can use the processes they want, but you're still getting the work done, because in the end of the day, that's what your executives care about, that you're getting the work done. So with that, I'm going to switch to a demo, because this is basically going to be a demo, because I figure everybody has to be sick of slides by now. Okay. So who has ever had the situation where you're working on a bunch of stuff, you're quite busy, and your boss comes in and is like, hey, I have this really important project that you need to pick up right away. You can't drop any of the work you're doing, but you need to take this project on. Okay, a few. And if my boss is here, Howard, that's a hypothetical question. I mean, I haven't experienced it, but I've heard it happens, just in case he's here. So Vicki is my boss in this scenario, and we work at a media company, or we're in the media division of a transit company, and we do a lot of different campaigns to get more people riding the transit system. But Vicki comes, she says, I have a new project for you. Since we've been so successful, we get to do more work, and we need to launch a campaign for ferry boats. So she wants us to have our project plan in place by the end of the week, and then we need to have the campaign running by December 13th, since we can't miss the holiday ferry boat season, which I didn't know existed, but evidently might be a thing. And of course, we still need to stay on top of our other projects. So I'm going to turn to my team for help on this, and we're going to try to build this project together to make sure that we can make Vicki happy. So I'm going to switch over to project, and I'm going to click to create a new project. And here are all my existing projects, but I need to start something new in this case. And now I can create this project without having to enter any additional data, and then I can add tasks and everything as I want to. So she said I had to have it done by 12/13, so I'm going to add my start column. So we start you with a minimal set of columns, and then you can add the columns as you need. So I added the start column, and this will be my milestone of December 13th. And then I'm going to work with my team on this, so I want to connect it to an Office 365 group. So our collaboration model is Office 365 groups. So first I'm going to name this. This is my One Ferry campaign. And then I can either choose to create a new group, or I can add it to an existing group. And I already have a group of people I work with. Like, we already have one set up for our team. So I'm going to connect it to that, so that way everybody in the group has access to the project, is available to be assigned tasks. We have our place for the collateral. We have our team set up, etc. So now if I come to assign to, you will see all the members of my group listed out here. Now, thankfully, I've done something like this previously, so I don't have to start on a blank project. I can go over there. So I have this other campaign that I kind of got started but maybe didn't get that far with. And I'm going to copy these tasks. And this can just help me get going farther. And you'll notice the information came over, but it got scheduled off my project start date because I copied this into my project. And now I want to continue building out my task hierarchy. Because one of the great things about project is it lets you organize your task into a hierarchy, so you can have a little more organization around how you group your task. So I'm going to click to make this a subtask. And then if you know our keyboard shortcuts in the current project, you'll be happy to know that they also work here. So I just indented a task through keyboard shortcuts, because keyboard shortcuts are amazing. Okay, so I'm going to start assigning some of my tasks. So this one I want myself and Eddie to work on. This one will be Felipe. And this one I want Elva to work on. Now, Elva isn't in my group, but when I typed in Elva, it searched my group, and it searched all of AAD. So I can easily assign tasks to anybody in AAD. And when I click to assign to Elva, I'll get this little prompt saying that, hey, she's not part of the group. When you assign the task to her, it will add her to the group, so then she'll have access to everything that all the other group members do. And just a little confirmation to make sure we're okay with that. But in this case, I am. Cool. And now I want to get my team starting to work on this with me. So I'm going to switch over into Teams. And I'm going to say, evidently Eddie's already heard about this, but doesn't know what a ferry boat is. Okay, so I messaged my team, so now they'll all see that. And Eddie, one of my team members, says, oh, cool. So now if he comes over here, and he can go to shared with me, because I shared the project to the team, he will see it here, and notice I had called it One Ferry Campaign. So that is the same project. And when he opens up, he sees the same project, and he can start adding tasks, doing whatever he wants now. So he knows that before we do the messaging, we need to talk to legal, or after we do messaging, we need legal approval. And then he knows that Frank is the one that's going to work on this one, and maybe he knows that the artwork design is going to take 4 days. Now notice, I was working on this Greta, and now I just started working on it as Eddie. And if I come back over to Greta, you'll see that all those tasks are here. And just to prove it to you, you can see that we have now full co-auth in project, so no more having to deal with check-in, check-out, save, publish. Person checks it out, goes on vacation, and you're stuck trying to force it back in, etc. It's all real time. So I come here, assign to Eddie. I come here, assign to Frank. Again, you can see all these changes immediately coming back and forth for people. So it makes it much more easy to collaborate with your team. And you notice Philippe is kind of freaking out about this project. And like, Philippe, come on, we have Microsoft project. It's going to be okay. Let me tell him that. And we're even going to track this, like, because this is pretty important that my team members calm down. Cool. And we'll say, well, that might take a day. A little worked up right now. But we'll see if we can get Philippe feeling better by the end of this. And now, when I'm in here, I can see all of Eddie's updates, and I can continue working on this. I know actually legal approval actually has to come a little later in the project, so I'm going to reorder my task and put that in here. And I can keep adding things. And one of the great things about Project, if you're currently a Planner user, is Planner is great, but sometimes you outgrow it, and one of the feedback we get most often in Planner is people want dependencies. Well, we have dependencies, and we have the Gantt chart view in here. So here are the dependencies that came when I copied the task over, but I can easily add some more. So if I'm within the grid view, we'll actually suggest tasks to you because we've found that people are most likely to link tasks to their neighbor task. So we'll suggest those to you. And then we'll also let you type to search. So if this one needs to come up for that, I just type in some text, and it searches for me, which is really handy when you're in a big project. And you're like, I have no clue what the task ID is. I know what the task is. And then speaking to having no idea what task IDs are, if you come and hover over them, we'll also show you the task name here. And then coming over to our Gantt chart, you can see, or we call it the timeline view, but you might think it looks more like a Gantt chart. You can see now how your tasks are interconnected. So as I hover over things, you'll notice that we highlight the task path, so the task coming in and out of the task. And this is fully interactive. So I can drag out tasks, and you'll notice a task chain comes. And then say this task can't happen until this one finishes. So I can start creating all my links in here too. And then you'll notice, if you remember, my boss said we had to be done by December 13th. Well, right now we had a lot of time before that. So we're looking pretty good, so I can tell my team not to worry. And oh, did everybody just notice? Philippe calmed down. Good job, Philippe, who also goes by Maggie over there. Philippe's her stage name. Okay. So now I can come back to Teams, and I can tell Vicky, Or actually, maybe I won't tell her that. That might be better. Okay, but we can tell Vicky that we're good to go on this. So now, speaking of teams, let me come back into my team. And one of the projects we're working on is also a writer awareness project. And I have connected that into teams. So again, everybody on my team can easily see this where they're already working and they already like to work within teams. So here's my project. And let me make it full screen so it's easier to see. And you can see that this project's a little farther along. We've already supposed to have started it. And I have some tasks that are showing up as red because they're a little late. Now, one of those I had messaged Eddie about if he had finished target audience profile. And he says, thankfully, he is done. I don't know why he didn't update the schedule. I'll have a conversation with Eddie. But we can now mark that task as complete. And the audio is not fully working, but there's a lovely little ding that you could hear if it wasn't quite as loud here. So take my word for it. Okay. But I can come in here. I can easily mark my task complete. And then, again, I can either edit within Teams, or I can come back to the web, and all of my updates will shortly be in here. Oh, although it looks like I timed out. So 1 second. Okay, now all my edits are in here, and I can keep working on my project. So we had a couple other task changes that I need to get reflected in here. So this task is actually going to take 4 days, and that one's going to take 16 days, and maybe this one's going to be 30 days. But changing that to 30 days really pushed things out, so I'm actually going to undo that change. So of course we have undo support, Control Z, and I can go back. And now, those changes were pushing things out. I can go talk to my team and see what we can do instead of just updating them based off their latest, since that's affecting our project too much. Now another view we have is the board view. So again, if you're familiar with Planner, this should look very familiar to you, and you can group it by a couple different things. So we have group by progress, which I'm showing here. You can also group by finish date, or you can group by bucket. And now if you're not familiar with what bucket is, it's a bucket. You can define it to be whatever you want it to be. So it could be a process that you have your task go through. You could group it by a team, by a geographical region, really however you want to bucket things. And then of course I can add more buckets. And now I can easily drag my task into those buckets and drag them around. And then to edit task here, I have this handy dandy task details view that I can drill in that gives you all the information on my project, on this specific task. And then I can also add notes here. So if I want my team, and this says myself assign this task, but I can add notes for people who need more. And I can also see the task it's dependent on, start date, finish date, and make changes here. Now let me come into the timeline view, because this project's a little more complicated, and I want to really try to understand what's going on in my project. So we have that same task details view I just showed you, but instead of being a pop-up, we have it as a pane, because that kind of fits better with our timeline view. And if I scroll down, one of the nice things here is that we'll actually show you all of the links, and we'll tell you which links are directly affecting your task. So it has that driving tag, which means that if this task slips out, my task that is connected to it is going to slip out too. So if you have a bunch of links going on, you can kind of start to figure out where your dependencies are that you really need to be concerned with. And if I click it, I can even start walking back the dependency chain to kind of figure out which one's the one that's going on right now, and who should I be having the conversations with. In this case, again, I need to talk to myself about getting this task done. So now normally people don't have one project going on, they have a lot of projects going on. I mean, we're doing this writer awareness, we have our ferry boats, we have a bunch going on. And we have a view for you. So this is our roadmap view. This launched last year. The stuff I was just showing you all launched last week. And you can add all of your projects to this. There are all the rows, and then you get to choose which tasks show up. So let's do that. And we'll add a nice little emoji, because why not? And I'm going to be the owner of this row. And now I'm going to choose to connect it to a project. So I can either connect it to a project in our new system, in our in-market project online, or I can connect it to Azure Boards. When I select project, I'll see the most recently used projects I did. And then we'll do it to the writer awareness campaign that we just did. And now what's going on here is we use Power Automate now, previously called Flow, to connect your project to the roadmap. And what that means is that you can choose which task you want to show in your roadmap, and then because we have Flow running, as the task in your project change, they'll also change in your roadmap, so you'll always have up-to-date data here. And I can come in here and I say I want all the summaries, the milestone task, and then there's a couple more that maybe aren't the top level tasks, but they're the tasks that I feel like we need to have the conversations about with leadership. So I'm going to click to add them, and they're added based on their dates in the schedule, and now I can set their status. So this one's at risk. This one is the one that I'm really worried about. I want to talk about it. And then you can see how these are laid out compared to the other tasks within your other projects you're working on. And then you also have your key dates up here. So these are dates that you've defined for this roadmap that are applicable to all the projects. And I want to add another one. So campaigns all launched. So we're going to add that December 13th date. So now it's here. So now, again, everybody who's doing one project in this roadmap can be aware of this. And honestly, when we talk to customers, when we use roadmap ourselves, so much time is spent on the key dates, because that's really how you get alignment, and then all the projects adjust based on the key dates. So it's a really powerful thing. Now, speaking of everybody knowing how projects are going, we have our roadmap view, but we also have Power BI. So if I switch over here to my teams view, I want everything where my team is. I don't want to have to tell them links constantly. I don't want them to have to remember where things are. So I've taken the Power BI report and I've put it into Teams so anybody can come in and see it. And then this report we have actually shipped, same as when we ship projects. So this is available for everybody as a template that you can start to use for your projects. And then it's Power BI, so you can customize it however you want to customize Power BI. I can come in here, filter to myself because I want to focus on the projects I'm managing right now. I can see across a bunch of projects, or I could come in and see data specific to a project. So I want to see that social media one we were just looking at. And again, I have lots of data here. I can also look by resources. So if I'm concerned, I have resources with way too much work, we have reports on that. Or I can even come in and just see the tasks that are assigned to me. So really, you can customize this to meet your needs. And then with that, I want to point out one more thing. So if you notice in all of our pages, there's a couple things consistent. One is we have this help button up here. So 20 minutes is a lot to get a lot of information in, or not much time, sorry, to get a lot of information in. If you forget anything and you have projects, click the help button. We've just launched some new articles to go with our new experiences if you want to learn more. And then we also have some articles on some commonly asked questions you'll find here. So that's one good resource for you. Another is we want your feedback. So we have this feedback button on the bottom. Please use it. If you like something, great. If you don't like something, definitely tell us. And I'm begging you this as one of the people who reads these is to include your email address, because it is the most frustrating thing when we get feedback saying, I'm hitting an issue here and I can't get it to work. I'm like, I can tell you exactly how to fix that, but I can't because there's no email address. So please do that. And then if you have a suggestion, as I said, the main project experience, we just launched last week. We know it is not done. It's an MVP, right? It has the core project management functionality, but we have so much more we want to do with this. Help us figure out what to do with it by coming to our user voice site. And that was linked with the send a suggestion at the bottom. You can come in here, you can vote on ideas, you can add new ideas, etc. We really do listen to all of these feedback points, so please take the time to use them. And then last shout out, if everybody looks that way, not nice of him, but past him, you will see the Microsoft project booth. We are over there and we have stickers. They're cool, I don't know. Stickers are the thing this Ignite. But please come over if you have any more questions, come to our booth. We get lonely and sad if nobody's with us. And we'd love to talk to you. So with that, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed what you saw.